Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle, and today I want to share with you guys sustainable, eco-friendly clothing options for kids. So if you're new here, I have an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, 1-year-old. So how we started on the journey of more sustainable clothing is just really by accident. My 8-year-old, who was about 1, she had some eczema issues when she was a baby, and she's always had really sensitive skin. And the first time I put something on her that was 100% polyester, she broke out in hives all over her body. It was actually a pair of pajamas. So that kind of led us into the path of looking for more natural fabrics, things with less chemicals, which led us into more sustainable things, eco-friendly, fair trade. So that's kind of the backstory real quick on it. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite brands. Now, full disclosure, these are not all the best eco-friendly options. All of them are organic cotton. Most of them are pretty good on fair trade, and most of them are pretty good on the environment, but are they the absolute best you can get? No. Unfortunately, I can't afford to spend like $30 per t-shirt on my children. Like, I have 3 kids, I don't have that in my budget, and I think it's very important to do the best you can within your own budget. So I will show you some of the options, but not all are the best of the best, but at least all of them have natural fabrics within them. And again, I'm going to put up here real quick. This is an app you can use to look up the company you use. For example, one of my options is Hannah Anderson. You can type in Hannah Anderson, and it'll tell you the company, how they do with the environment, the impact on the environment, their rating with that, how they do with animal testing, different things like that, fur, and also fair trade, how their practices are within their factories. So all very important things. Again, check out that app and see how your clothing company is actually doing, because I think some of those will surprise you. So first, like I said, I'll start with Hannah Anderson. Now, they have organic cotton options, the Ecotex 100, which means it's free of 100 most common chemicals, which is obviously we don't want those on our skin. Now, fair trade practices, they could be better. Same with the environment, they could be better, but it's a start. Again, it's within my budget. So what I usually get from there is just the organic cotton pajamas. And I'll tell you one thing, for summer, we don't do this. For summer, we usually do tank tops or like a nightgown, because they are thick, which is really nice, because guess what? This was originally my 8-year-old's, now it's my 4-year-old is using it. And guess what? It'll be in good enough condition to actually hand down to my son when he's that age. So one nice thing about buying quality fabric is the ability to pass it down because it lasts. So again, we will get things like pajamas, things like that. That's what we mainly get from Hannah Anderson. Another one is Colored Organics. They sell pretty basic t-shirts, shorts, things like that, not a lot of printed like characters or anything like that, but I really like it, because guess what? These were originally my 4-year-old's baby clothes that my 1-year-old is now wearing. So I really like that they're more neutral, that they can be worn on both genders, even though we don't think particular colors are meant for boys or girls. For example, my son wears this beautiful pink shirt and he looks wonderful in it. So it's able to be passed down, which is really nice. Again, the material has lasted through multiple children, and it continues, so I'm able to pass it down through the years, which is nice. And they do have different things besides t-shirts. For example, I picked up this. Again, this was originally my 8-year-old, and my 4-year-old is currently wearing it. So it lasts. It's just like a little pocket dress thing. And again, they do pretty good with all those things. Check them out if you want to know more. Another one I really like is Pact, P-A-C-T. They sell basic clothes, but they also sell, more, like they workout gear and things like that. So they also have things for adults, which is really nice, because it's often very easy to find things for babies, organic cotton, things like that for babies, because apparently we care more what's on our sensitive little baby skin than we do care about our kids or our skin as adults, because think about it, you're absorbing all those things from your clothes, so all the chemicals that are bleached. And if you didn't know, cotton is one of the most heavily pesticized crops there is, so that stuff is going into your skin, so it's concerning. So again, Pact has wonderful fair trade practices, they have wonderful environmental impact, check them out. So they do have t-shirts with, you know, things on them. So more kid-friendly stuff. They have shorts. And I like that they're a little longer, because I don't know about you, but shorts for girls, especially, you know, my daughter's 8, her butt doesn't need to be hanging out. So I don't know why companies are making short shorts for like little girls. So again, and all these things have held up really well. Price point is pretty decent. I think you pay between $8 to $10 for a t-shirt, which isn't bad, especially when it's made from organic cotton. A new one I found is Little, what is it called? Little Co. by Lauren Conrad. It's sold in Kohl's. Now, the rest of the clothes I usually buy online because I don't have those stores near me. Hannah Anderson I don't have near me. Pact is done online. So this is one that's actually local to me. So it's organic cotton. Again, good fair trade practices, good environmental impact. Look into it more. She also sells clothing for adults, so women. I've got a lot of their t-shirts and their shorts. They use recyclable products, so things like that. So this, again, this is for my son. It's very neutral. I find that the stuff on there very neutral. This is like a little t-shirt. This is my 5-year-old, and I just got vegetables. It's cute, neutral, quality fabric. Again, this is my son's. And again, if you want to see more specifically natural products I use for babies, I have a specific video I'll link up above. But again, these are just shorts. Cute, last, and I mean, they're white, and do you see any stains? Nope. So, quality fabric. And again, this is the only downside is it only goes to 5T. So this will be the last year my daughter can wear this. Another company I dabbled with early with my 8-year-old, because I didn't really know the many options out there, was Burts Bees. Now again, not the best. They have organic cotton, yes, but their fair trade practices aren't great. The environmental impact isn't great, but you gotta work with what you got. And another thing I don't like, I mean, the price point is really good, but the material is thinner. And this is one of the few fabric or lines of clothing that hasn't lasted through multiple children. This was my 8-year-old's originally, this is now my 4-year-old. So it's lasting through her, but it's definitely not in the best condition. Like, it's definitely a lot more, it doesn't hold the elastic as good as the other clothes do. Like Hannah Anderson, the elastic was never an issue, but you can definitely tell it's been stretched out from a previous child. And again, it just doesn't hold up as well. The stitching isn't as good as the other products. So it's an option, it's a reasonably priced option, and it's organic cotton, but you get what you pay for with that. Another option is Primary. Again, online company. This is not organic cotton, but it is the Ecotex 100, so it's free from the most common 100 chemicals used in clothing. So this is just a long dress. It's got pockets. It's got pockets, which my 5-year-old was very excited about. But again, more basic clothes, stripes, polka dots, just neutral clothing like that. Good price point, good fair trade practices, those things. This is like a tunic dress for my 8-year-old. So again, decent, lots of colors. Last one I want to share with you guys is H&M. H&M has a conscious line, which means they use more sustainable materials. A lot of them is organic cotton. A lot of the materials will say organic cotton, but it's not 100%. It's usually like 95% organic cotton, and then 5% of the material is a synthetic fabric. I've not had issues with my kids' skins with these. Again, it's not the best company you can find by any means, but it's within my budget, and they do some practices that are good. Like they do have some business practices where they're working to make it better with their conscious and sustainable lines. So I encourage you to check them out. I usually get this for more of the kids' play clothes. This is just a play dress. These are like $8 a piece for mostly organic cotton. You can't beat that. You really can't. So I get a lot of play dresses with that. This is my 8-year-old's. I really like their bicycle shorts, I think they're called, because again, they're longer. So they're not capris, but they go to like the middle of your child's thighs, so nothing's hanging out. The only downside is they are more see-through, especially if it's white. So for example, they wear under their dresses and stuff like that, where it's not a big of an issue. But if they're just wearing that with a t-shirt, then I make sure it's a darker color so it's not see-through. But again, we get that. They also have a lot of home items, like for example, they have duvet covers, which both my girls have. I'll try to insert a picture here. Again, organic cotton, pretty good trade practices. They're working on it. They realize it's an issue, and they actually disclose their factory conditions and the processes they use, which is also important. So again, this is just a sampling what we do. If you guys are at all interested in, as adults, what my husband and I use for more organic, sustainable clothing, I'd be glad to make a video about that. Just leave it in the comments below. If you have any questions about anything, please leave it in the comments below. But thanks for watching.